Oh, the indignity. Hey, MGTOWs, this is Vention. I have been stuck at home for about a week, or well, maybe 4 days, with a pretty nasty sprain in my right knee. My knees, both knees are full of arthritis. I'm all screwed up, guys. But I just bought this cane and I can actually get around pretty well on this thing. So in any case, I think I'm going to go into work today, even though I'm calling in sick, and I'll turn in the paperwork for my retirement, and then as soon as I can get out of there, I'll be a free man. I will have I will be effectively retired 11 years early. So yeah, thank goodness for Bitcoins. Otherwise, I wouldn't even have managed to do this. Plus, on top of that, since I didn't get married, I didn't have anybody draining all of my wealth. So I've actually managed to build up some wealth to retire on. And if I count my Bitcoins plus what I get for the house, and then divide it between now and 65, man, that is way more than I need every month. I'll be living large. So yeah, I see no reason to continue working. So other than that, things are going pretty well. But just wanted to cover the principles that I've been following for the last 5 years or so are really lined up with a group of people called Early Retirement Extreme. Those people, they're all about retiring early, and I'm a big fan of that. And then they cut back to the bone even more than I do. I mean, they just really cut back, and to the point where they change houses, they change living arrangements, and get rid of cars and get rid of everything they don't need, and then they shunt all of the wealth that they. Let me get rid of this sound of the chainsaw here. Anyway, and then they take all of that wealth and they move it into some investments, and then then after about 4 or 5, 6 years, they can retire. But the thing is, I looked at it years ago and I was thinking, man, they were all about investing in stocks, and I really wasn't on board with that, because I was always of the opinion, and pretty much still am, that we're going to have this massive meltdown and currency devaluation and all that stuff. And stocks just didn't seem like a very good idea to me. So I just shunted pretty much most of my surplus income directly into Bitcoin. And boy, has it ever paid off. So I have effectively bought my freedom. And now I'll be able to do what I want, as well as what I need to do with this whole cancer thing, until I expire. So when we're getting onto the cancer thing, I've decided to add another component to what I'm doing to fight cancer, and that is I'm going to use the pH method. I got the test strips and checked the acidity and alkalinity of my system, and it looks like I am 6.0, which is acidic, and I need to move more toward alkalinity, which is 7 or something like that. And I don't want to go so far as to cause damage, but the farther you go into alkalinity, the harder time cancer and a number of other diseases has to thrive. And I can see why I'm acidic. I mean, I've drank so much coffee in my life, and I typically, I had a nice cup of coffee this morning, but you know, now it has become quite important to knock cancer out. So therefore, I gotta go alkaline. And they have this little trick where you take baking soda and you mix it with something sweet like honey or molasses, and then you drink it. Right, once it's in solution, you heat it up to make it a real solution. Then you refrigerate it, and then you drink it, right? And man, I mean, I can drink bicarbonated soda, right? But this stuff, the way that it's sweet and that bicarb taste is just horrible. I mean, it gags me. I can't hardly even manage to drink it. But so I'm going to work into it a little slowly. I'm going to make it weak and then stronger. But basically, the theory is that if you drink bicarb by itself, your body won't want to take it up because it's not really what it wants, and it will stay in your intestine, right? It'll just pass right through. Whereas if you mix it and make it in solution with something that it wants, which is sugar, you know, then it will take it up along with the alkalinity of the baking soda. So I'm going to give it a try and see if I can push my pH more toward alkalinity, because people have wiped out cancer just by doing that. So I'm also got an appointment for I've got an appointment for with a naturopath, and I'm going to see if I can get those vitamin C megadose injections through the IV and get that going. And I'll be doing that as well while I'm wrapping up everything here, helping my dad move to his new place, and then once and I'm also doing the alpha-lipoic acid along with, there's a off-label prescription. It's like $15 a month. If I can get the naturopath to prescribe it, that has been very effective against cancer too, along with alpha-lipoic acid. And one of my commenters recommended it to me, and man, you guys are on the ball, let me tell you. It's been tremendous having such an awesome group of guys helping, you know, and giving great feedback and great suggestions for this situation, gotta say. Okay guys, I'm gonna let you go, and don't get married.